So today we will be doing starting expansion, algebraic expansion. That's it learned in Sec 2. Here is quadratic expansion, which is the big rainbow. Big rainbow. So this part is not yet big rainbow yet. So this one, find each of the following products. So if you see, this is like negative algebra expression multiplied by algebraic expression. Okay, you do not see any addition or subtraction over here. Okay, so it's just like, okay, negative times positive. Okay, I'm going to just write out the original question here. Yes, I will be going through the special identity, the a plus b squared equals to a squared plus 2ab, and then blah blah blah. Yes, I will go through later. Okay, so negative times positive, we know it is a negative. 2 times 5, so it's just 10. B cubed times b. B cubed times b is just like, oh, I have b times b times b, and then times b. Total, there are 4b. So it's b to the power of 4. So this is easy. Okay. I'm going to like and share. I'm teaching now Sec 2 algebraic expansion and factorization for the first part of the tonight. Okay, the next part, same thing. So it's like negative multiplied by negative. So I'm going to write the original question first. Minus h cubed k minus km. So negative times negative, positive. So I don't need to write the plus. I just leave it as positive. H cubed, you can see that there's no h cubed anymore. There's no h as well. So that means it's just stand alone. Okay, k times k. So k times k is k squared. So just write k squared. And then m also stand alone. So it's just m. In other words, you just stick them together. And actually, this is the final answer. Okay, this is very straightforward. So I only just prepared 2 questions for you. Okay, let's move on. Oh, still got one more. Okay, I'm going to write out here. So take note, kids. The thing that I want to highlight is this is t. So a lot of students, of course, you all like to write the t this way. But in algebra, please write your t with the tail, okay? So that it doesn't look like a plus. So it will be t u square v, and then t u cube v square. So this one positive and positive, so of course it's still positive, so I don't have to put a negative. So t times t, so of course we will get t squared. U squared times u cubed, so it's u to the power of 5. Okay, v times v squared, so it will be v to the power of 3. Okay, and that's the answer. No tips, study hard. Okay, you want to learn my 5 rules of differentiation? Please go to my YouTube channel and look at those free resources there. There are videos there that where I teach the basic of the differentiation. Okay, so next, now we're going to do expansion. This, okay, 5x plus 3 squared. So just now someone asked me, please stick to the relevant. I'm teaching now, not answering any other questions. So 5x plus 3 squared. So this is the identity that we're going to talk about. So you will have the a plus b square, a minus b square, as well as the a plus b and a minus b. So this is basically the 3 important identity that you need to know in EMath expansion. Okay, so a plus b square, it means that it will have 2 brackets of the a plus b. You can either do it as the normal rainbow, big rainbow, or you're going to use the so-called identity formula, which is the a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. This will be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. And this is just a squared minus b squared. So, from the left to the right is called expansion. Left to right is expansion. Okay? From the right to the left is called factorization. Okay, the third one, this is very important for factorization. Okay, the third identity is very important for the factorization. Why can't light? Huh? What mean why can't light? You mean you cannot light? Press the light? I don't know. Can someone help? Maybe you need to shift the bottom scroll a little bit, then you see the heart shape. Okay, so take note, the identity for the first two, if let's say you cannot remember the formula, okay, but of course these two you must remember, but let's say you really cannot remember, you can just do the normal rainbow. So a plus b square is actually just a plus b times a plus b. You can just do the rainbow. This one times this one, I get a square. This one times this one plus ab. This one times this one plus ab. And this one times this one plus b square. And it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. You see, this and this is exactly the same. So actually, in other words, you just save one step. To be honest, it's just saving one step. Understand? This is a plus b square, correct? So, of course, for this question, it's designed to use identity. So, what I will do is equal. So, I will write a square plus 2ab plus b square. So, you put the a for this case is 5x. The b is 3. So, 5x here, 5x here, 3 here, and 3 here. Then, okay, 5x square is 25x square. 2 times 5 times 3, so it's 30x and 9. And you're done. Okay, this is using identity to do it. But let's say you want to do the normal rainbow. It also can be done. So just put out the two bracket. Take note, this two bracket is identical. It's the same. Not 1 plus 1 minus. Okay, it's both plus. So let's do the rainbow. 5x times 5x is 25x square. This one times this one is plus 15x. Okay, this one times this one is plus 15x. And this one times this one is plus 9. And to simplify, this one is slight terms, correct? So 25x squared plus 30x plus 9. Ta-da! See, it's the same. One is using the so-called identity formula to solve it. One is just using the rainbow, big rainbow as per normal and simplifying it. You understand? Yes, the identity just helps you to be more efficient by one step. But the identity is also useful for the other kind of question. But sometimes the question asks for there's a certain question that use identity to solve it. But even if you don't use identity, you still can use the normal one, normal rainbow to do it also. Okay. Okay, yes, you can use the identity formula, no issue. Just remember that when this is plus, this is plus. This is minus, this is minus. The backside is always plus b squared. If you notice, the plus b squared is the same. It's only the second sign is different. Okay? No, 5x plus 3 cubed. No identity that you can be used. Of course, when you learn AMath, you can use identity. You can use binomial to do it. Okay? But technically speaking, 5x plus 3 to the power of 3 in EMath, you just put 3 bracket. Okay, later part I will do I do one question with this 3 bracket. Okay, later I show it to you. So you will have to do it systematically. First do rainbow, then after rainbow again. Okay. So city later I will do a question whereby it's the 5x plus 3 to the power of 3. Okay, let's move on. So then after that, I have this question. This is, okay, of course, it's 2 different brackets, correct? So of course, this one we're going to use the normal rainbow. Normal rainbow. So I'm going to write out the question. X minus 3y, 2x minus 5y. Okay, everyone hate maths. That's quite a common thing. But you can actually, from hating math, people hate math is because they cannot solve the work, solve the maths work, so they hate it. Okay, so we always start small. Okay, no problem, City. We always start small. You always, okay, try to solve it small bit by small bit, baby step. And then as you grow, you realize that actually math is quite fun. Okay? Technically speaking, math is not 100% useful in future, but how you use your analytical skills to do the math is helpful for you in your future. Right? Thanks, Vivian. I don't know who are you, but yeah, love you all too, okay? Come, let's do the rainbow, This one times this one. X times 2x is 2x squared. Okay? Oh, what happened? I don't know why. Vivi say I love you, I also get blocked. Maybe my moderator not very happy. Jealous. Okay, x times 2x, 2x squared. Okay, this one times this one. Now this one times this one is minus 5xy. This one times this one is minus 6xy. And this one times this one, take note, negative times negative, so it's plus. So it's 3y times 5y is 15y squared. Okay, yes, big rainbow. And then you can see that these two terms are like terms. So minus 5 minus 6 is minus 11. So it's 2x squared minus 11xy plus 15y squared. And we're done. Okay. Okay, I have two moderators here. If you all talk about irrelevant stuff, I can just tell you that you will be banned. I'll be blocked from seeing my content. This is Sec 2 expansion rainbow, a quadratic expansion. Can you please block the dead maze? Block. 2. Okay, expand. No, this is Sec 2, EMath. Factorization is behind. Okay, so come, let's see. So now, slightly move out already. Just now you can see that it's 2 terms multiplied by 2 terms. Now it's 3 terms multiplied by 2 terms. So how are you going to rainbow this? Okay, I'll do factorize later. Okay, I'm doing expansion now. Focus. So 6d squared minus 5d. I just noticed this one. I think this one should be a number. Wait, give me a moment. Okay. Sam, take note. This one should be just a 2, not 2d. Okay. Plus 2, 3d minus 2. Okay, so let's do the rainbow. Okay, now this one times this one, you got to take turn. Okay, do it very systematically. 6d squared times 3d squared will give me 18d cubed. Okay, this one times this one. So positive and negative, it will be minus 6 times 2, so it's 12d squared. So now it is this times this. So it will be minus 15d squared. And then this times this will be plus 10d. Right? And the last one will be this times this. It will be plus 6d. This times this will be minus 4. Okay, the like terms will be this and this. So I have 18d cubed minus 27d squared plus 16d minus 4. Yep. Okay, so there's an error with the question. There is no d at the first bracket. Okay, so it's actually just big rainbow. Just do it systematically. So what I did was 6d squared rainbow with 3d first. And then 6d squared rainbow with negative 2. That will give you the first two terms, correct? Then now I will go to the second term, which is the minus 5d. Minus 5d will rainbow with 3d, and that will give us negative 15d squared. Minus 5d will rainbow with negative 2, and that will give us plus 10d. Then after that, to the third term, plus 2 will rainbow with 3d, and that will give us plus 6d. Plus 2 will rainbow with negative 2, and that will give us minus 4. So you see that I will do rainbow, okay, systematically, and then after that, simplify. Okay? So it will be 18d cubed blah, 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 minus 4. Okay? Next. So this is also similar. It's just that the only difference is just now the 3 terms is in the first one, and then the second two terms one is at the second one, but it's the same thing. So I'm going to write out the question here. So it'll be 1 minus 3y, 4 plus 7y minus 2y squared. So same thing, I'm going to see. So the first term, this one will rainbow with this one, that will give me 4. This one will rainbow with this one, will give me plus 7y. This one will rainbow with this one, will give me minus 2y squared. This one times this one is minus 12y. This one times this one is minus 21y squared. This one times this one is plus 6y cubed. So let's group all the like terms together. This and this is like terms. This and this is like terms. So 4 is standalone, just put 4. And then my y will be 7 minus 12, so it's minus 5y. Minus 2 minus 21, so it's minus 23y squared. And lastly, 6y cubed got no friend, so just put standalone. So student asks, do I have to put 6y cubed minus 23y squared minus 5y plus 4? It doesn't matter. You put it in this form is also fine. Okay? Logarithm is behind after I do expansion and factorization. Don't ask me what time I do because I'm teaching as per normal now. How am I going to know what time I'm going to start my logarithm? Okay? Next. So you can see over here what they did. The answer is they put 6y cubed, but it's just rearranged only, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so now let's move on to the next expansion. Okay, look over here. This is 9a squared minus 3a plus 2 and 3a minus 2. So kids, actually this one is just like when you are doing normal number. If let's say I have 10 minus 2 times 3. So by Bodmer's rule, we know that we need to do multiplication first, right? You do 2 times 3 first. Then you know, oh, so it's 10 minus 6. Then you have 10 minus 6, which will give you 4. Right? So it's the same thing. I'm going to do multiplication first. So when you do multiplication, you need to make sure you put bracket. So this one, you will have the 9a squared, just leave it there first. Minus, I'm going to put bracket here. So now over here, let's focus to do the rainbow for 3a plus 2 and 3a minus 2. Of course, some students, if you are fast enough, you can see that this is a plus b, a minus b. And remember, just now we had the identity. When we have a plus b, a minus b, straight away you know it's a squared minus b squared. Okay, so you can either straight away put a squared minus b squared. That means it's minus. Then after that, the bracket is put 9a squared minus 4. Okay, but if you don't want to use, if you cannot see the identity, it's okay. You can just do your normal rainbow. So 3a times 3a will give me 9a squared minus 6a plus 6a, and then after that minus 4. And if you notice, minus 6a plus 6a net off becomes 0. And that's why you have 9a squared minus 4. Okay, so if I'm going to rewrite, it will look like this. So, important is you have to put the bracket. Why? Because this is subtraction. You see, now I'm going to open up. It will affect the sign. So 9a squared, of course, no change. Over here, if some students are not used to it, you can put the invisible 1. You can put a 1 there. So minus 1 times 9a squared will be minus 9a squared. See this? Now this one times this one. Negative times negative. Plus 1 times 4. 4. And you notice this net off becomes 0. And that's why answer is just a 4. Okay, so this one, every time remember, when you're doing subtraction, yes, the plus 4 is very important. If you never put a bracket, you will continue to put minus 4. Then you'll be wrong already. And that's the common mistake that students always make. Okay? Okay, now let's move on. So I'm going to write out 4x, x minus 7 minus 2x minus 3 and 2x plus 5. So same thing. Okay, so this one actually I can just rainbow first. This is mini rainbow. So 4x times x is just 4x squared. This is minus 28x. Minus, see, if I'm going to focus on doing the rainbow here and this is minus, please put your bracket first. So now let's take a look at this one and then just focus on doing this rainbow. So 2x times 2x will give me 4x squared. This one times this one. Now this one times this one will give me plus 10x. This one times this one will be minus 6x. This one times this one is minus 15. Okay? So this is the like terms. Okay, of course you can rainbow now, right? But I will not want to rainbow. Why? Because I can simplify these two terms first. So I will have 4x squared minus 28x minus 4x squared, 10 minus 6. So this is plus 4x minus 15. So now I'm ready to rainbow this, this part. So 4x squared, no change, no change, no change. This one times this one is minus 4x squared. This one times this one, negative times plus minus 1 times 4x, invisible 1, 1 times 4x, 4x. Negative times negative plus 1 times 15, 15. Okay, see the importance of putting the bracket when you are subtracting algebraic expression. Okay. So I'm going to simplify. 4x squared minus 4x squared, this is like terms, and it becomes 0. So I end up only having minus 28 plus 15. Where? Oh. No wonder I was thinking why. Okay, thanks, Minecraft. So, where is it? Okay, this one net off each other. Yes, this one is minus 28x minus 48x. Minus 4x. So, it's minus 32x plus 15. Okay, you can leave your answer in this form, but sometimes they don't like to have the first term as the negative. So, you actually can rewrite as 15 minus 32x also can. Okay, you want to put this also can, so I put an or. Yeah, sorry, I missed out the X just now. Thanks for highlighting. I'm so happy that you all take note of my mistake. It means that you are paying attention. Well done, Okay. Let's continue with just now I see I will do the. I remember I got the cube. Where is it? Where's my cube? Oh, I don't have the cube. Never mind, Siti. Later I will do a question, additional question for you. I thought I remember I put it inside. Okay, never mind. Let's continue. This is the same. It's just that I put it here so that I want to show more negative inside. So that it's to show you how I expand. Okay, so now let's do it. Minus 2y times 6. This one times this one. Minus 12y. This one times this one. Negative times negative. Positive. 2y times y. 2y squared. Now this one times this one. Plus 30. This one times this one. Minus 5y. This one times this one. Plus y cubed. So kids, take note. It's always the rainbow step is the 80% of the time is this step that you all make mistake. So every time before you simplify, okay, always take a few seconds to check whether you rainbow correctly. Just by, minus 2y times 6 minus 12y. Minus 2y times minus y, okay, plus 2y squared. This one times this one plus 30. This one times this one minus 5y. This one times this one minus 6y squared. This one, just to make sure that you have the expansion correctly before you simplify. Okay, make this a habit. Because when you go to AMath, though, for those who are going to take AMath, okay, the working will be very tedious. So, and every time, if let's say your first step, you got wrong, and then after that, the behind all wrong already. So, might as well just take a few seconds to check and make sure that you did not make any mistake. Okay, so now let's find the like terms. I only have 1y cubed. I'm going to put it in front. My 2y squared here and here. So, it will be minus 4y squared. This and this is like terms. Minus 12 minus 5, so it's minus 17y. And only one number, which is plus 30. Let me peep at the answer. Y cubed minus 4y squared minus 17y plus 30. Yes. Okay. So this is how you do this expansion. How can this be primary school? Okay. Oh, I think I know already. How is it possible that I put this here? This is so easy. Okay. Okay, I'm going to skip some question. Okay, this B, I cannot skip. Okay, so city, this is quite similar to the one that you asked, to the power of 3. So, I see, so if today, I put at the side here, if today you have x minus 3 to the power of 3. 3, to the power of 3, So, what you're going to do is, you got to put x minus 3, x minus 3, and x minus 3. It means it's 3 identical brackets. Okay? So, what you're going to do is, you rainbow systematically. So, you can rainbow the first two first. Okay? So, this one I can apply the identity. So, it is actually x squared minus 6x plus 9. And then put the x minus 3 behind. Okay? It's the same logic as if I do 2 times 3 times 5. 3 numbers, So, I do 2 times 3 first. And I get a 6. Then, I do the 6 times 5. It's the same logic, Same logic, Then, after that, you just rainbow as per normal. So, this one times this one will be x cubed. This one times this one minus 3x squared. See, as you progress, you do not need to draw the arrow. It's only for the beginning, then maybe you need the arrow to guide you. But after that, you see, I can use invisible arrow. Okay, this one times this one, this one times this one. This one is minus 6x squared plus 18x plus 9x minus 27. So this one I will have x cubed minus 9x squared plus 27x and minus 27. Okay? So city, this is how you do. Yes. So this is how you do to the power of 3. Don't ask me to the power of 4. EMath will not test you to the power of 4. Because to the power of 4, you will use binomial, which is in AMath. Okay? They will not go and ask you to go and rainbow 4 bracket. I think you take ages. Not impossible, but you're going to take ages. Okay? So over here, this question here. 1 minus 3t, 5 minus 2t to the power of 2. Okay, good, City. Okay, see here, 1 minus 3t, 5 minus 2t squared. So actually it's the same concept. It's trying to tell you that 5 minus 2t got 2 brackets. So I'm going to write as, this 1 minus 3t, I leave it first. And remember this one I can use the identity. So I can put it as a squared, which is 25, minus 2ab. So it's 20t plus b squared. So it's plus 4t squared. Okay, I apply the identity to the second one. Understand? Then after that, I rainbow as per normal. So 1 times this one, 25. This one times this one, minus 20t. Right, properly. This one times this one, plus 4t squared. This one times this one, minus 75t plus 60t squared. Wait. Minus 12t cubed. Okay, let's find. Okay, see, my t cubed is a negative. Okay? Yeah, I have live on every Wednesday 8 to 9:30 p.m. and every Sunday 5 to 6:30. Okay? So, over here, because this is minus 12t squared, so I'm not going to put this as a first term. So, let's keep our number in the first term. So, 25 will stay here. Let's find the t. Minus 20 minus 75 will be minus 95t. Plus 4 plus 60 plus 64t squared. Then the last one, which is the minus 12t cubed. Check. Okay, 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 and okay. Yay! Okay, so again, let me talk about if you all want the worksheet and the solution, can go to my Telegram channel. How to go to my Telegram channel? It's you go to my bio, click on my link, and there's the last button is to join my Telegram channel. So my Telegram channel will have my this TikTok live worksheet and the solution. And then my link, the second last button is to go to my YouTube channel. So where my YouTube channel, what are there? What can you have there? It's all my TikTok replay. Those videos that I did on my previous live, they are all in there. So students who are listening here today, if you can understand like 30-40% is actually good enough, okay? Because it's normal that when you're learning something new, you only can understand 30-40%. So don't give up, okay? So you understand 30-40% is fine. Just continue to listen and see how much you can catch up. And then after that, you can go to my YouTube channel. You can always revisit the video again. And then you can go and download the PDF and then try the question again. Then your 30-40% will grow to 70-80%. And that's how you learn new things. Learn new things. Okay? So don't always tell yourself, I cannot understand that. Then you'll give up already. It's normal to be not understanding it when you first time learn this thing. Okay? Of course lah, rainbow is the best. It's the easiest one, Okay? You want to fail, it's okay lah. Then my moderator also mute you and block you from my channel. You don't need to learn math already. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I don't know why my 6a is here. 6a looks like a very easy question. Okay, 7x plus 2y squared. Straight away I'm going to use the identity. So a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So a, b, and b. So I will have 49x squared plus 2 times 14, 14, 28. 28xy plus 4y squared. Done. Okay, this one I just straight away apply the identity. No, I never do any word problem for quadratic equation here. I'm just doing expansion and factorization here. Okay, so over here, let's take a look at this one. So 5a minus 3b squared. So same thing, it will be a squared, a minus b squared. So I'm going to use identity. A squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So this will be 5a, 3b, and 3b. So you will have 25a squared, 2, 5, 10, 30. So minus 30ab, and then after that plus 9b squared. This should be easy, just apply the identity. Okay, then what if you have fractions? Okay, so what if you have fraction? Yes, I do teach AMath and EMath. Today, later part, after expansion factorization, I will teach logarithm. Today I got teach. Not say teach lah. I will go through I think 2 or 3 questions on logarithm. Okay, see over here. So this one is x minus half squared. It's actually just a minus b squared. I'm going to just use the identity. Okay, don't have to be worried about the half. You have calculator, so nothing to be worried about. So you will just write a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Throw in the a, b, and b. So this one is just x squared. See, 2 times half is 1. So actually this is minus 1x, so it's minus x. Okay? Half square plus calculator is 1/4, so you will get plus 1/4, and you are done. So don't have to worry even if it's fraction. You got your calculator to help you. You just need to apply the identity or just do normal rainbow. Okay, let's move on. Now we're going to do factorization. So basically the expansion is about big rainbow. So be it whether 2 bracket, 3 bracket, as long as you rainbow it systematically, then you have no issue with it. So we're going to do factorization of quadratic expression. So the first factorization method that you all learn is taking out common factor. Right? Medium rainbow. No, you only have small rainbow and big rainbow. Okay? Then, what did I say? So there's only 4 methods. So over here, today we will be using 3 methods, in fact. Okay, so I'm going to write in red color here. So factorization, okay, basically you only have 4 methods. Understand? 4 methods. Number 1. Can someone block the Izan na? Okay, so it's take out common factor. Take out common factor. Okay. Take second one will be the take one, but I'm not teaching grouping terms today. Grouping terms means 4 terms, you break them into 2 by 2 or 3 by 1 and then you factorize it accordingly. The third one, which is the a square minus b square. Remember just now I told you the identity is very important for a square minus b square. Become a plus b, a minus b. And the last method minus b. And the last method is the cross method. Okay, so today we will be using these, and these. I'm not going to talk about grouping terms today. A plus B, A minus. Okay, so basically factorization only have 4 methods. You already learned take out common factor. Then you have grouping terms. Then a square minus b square and cross method. Why I got bracket here? Okay, then after that, sometimes, in fact, often, they will always combine either take out common factor and grouping terms or take out common factor and... So, if you notice, not teaching complete the square today. So, then after that, what you're going to do is, always ask yourself whether you can take out common factor first or not before you apply any other methods. Understand? So now let's take a look at this question. 121m square plus 44mn plus 4n square. So first, always ask yourself, they ask you to factorize, right? So you ask yourself, can I take out common factor? Is there any common factor you can take out? Okay? There's no common factor you can take out, so that means you proceed to ask yourself, is it method 2, method 3, or method 4? Method 3 is very obvious one. If you see a square minus b square, then you say that it is third method. But this is 3 terms, so it is straight away, you know that it's using cross method. Okay? Okay, so we're going to do cross method. See here. So I'm going to use this. But of course, some school use another way. So up to you. If you are already used to how your school teach you how to do cross method, please follow. My way is the way that I always use. It's very distracting. Please mute or block those people. Very disturbing, you know. Okay. So over here, 121m square. Okay, see first term and the last term, put it here. Okay, with the sign as well. With the sign as well. Then this plus 44mn, we'll put it in the third column. Okay. Then you ask yourself, 121m square, what times what give you 121m square? So I know 121 is 11 times 11. So it's 11m and 11m. Okay. And then this one, it will be 2n and 2m with the plus and plus. So positive times positive give me positive. Okay, so cross over, this will be plus 22mn. This is plus 22mn. So why is it that this third column have a straight line here? Because over here we are doing addition. So positive 22 add positive 22, it give me positive 44. So this column is correct. This side, positive 2n times positive 2n give you positive 4n squared. So this column is also correct. 11m times 11m give me 121m squared. So this is also correct. So this is how I check the cross method. Always check the 3 columns is correct. Okay, then come back to here. It will be 11m plus 2n and 11m plus 2n. So you want to put it in the 2 bracket also can, or because it's the same, so you can just put 11m plus 2n to power of 2. Also can. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Okay, so next one. So same thing. 9x squared minus 48xy plus 64y squared. So factorize this by using cross method. Of course, before that, ask yourself, can I take out common factor? No. So you straight away apply the cross method. So this one, I can do cross method. So some students ask me whether I can use identity to factorize this one. Actually, I don't, when I see 3 terms straight away, just use cross method. It's not necessary for use identity, okay? Identity is only useful for expansion. So over here, 9x squared plus 64y squared minus 48xy. So it will be 3x times 3x, and then this will be 8y times 8y. 24 and 24, correct. You see, this is minus, right? But this is plus. So it means this one must be both is minus. Because negative times negative give me positive. And I can get my negative so that later part I can add them. So over here, it will be minus 24xy. Over here is minus 24xy. So check the 3 columns. This part is adding, correct? So negative 2 plus negative 24 plus negative 24 is negative 48. So it's correct. Minus 8y times minus 8y gives you positive 64y squared. So this is also correct. 3x times 3x, this is also correct. So this will be 3x minus 8y because it's the same. So I just put a square here. Done. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to come to talk about this important one, which is using the third method. Okay. A lot of students, the right column is always the same. You mean the number, is it always the same? No, not necessary. Not necessary. This is the same because the 2 bracket is the same. Okay, now let's see. This one. This is using the a squared minus b squared. 49b squared minus 1. First, always ask yourself, can I take out any common factor or not? Always ask yourself whether I can take out common factor. No common factor. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yes, I have. Please go to my bio and click on the second last button. Join my YouTube channel, okay? Subscribe. Do remember to subscribe. We are still working on it. I'm going to do a lot of more YouTube channel, YouTube videos onto the YouTube. Okay, this one. Okay, now come back to here. Those who just now say they're very bad in factorization, I just now check whether I can take out common factor. It cannot. This is not 4 terms, so it's not grouping terms. This is not 3 terms, so it's not cross method. So I only left with a squared minus b squared. So what I'm going to do is, I want you all to put this bracket square minus bracket square. Then you ask yourself, what times what give me 49b squared? So we know it's 7b. Because 7b times 7b give me 49b squared. And then after that, 1 times 1 is actually 1. So a lot of students sometimes see 1. Then what do I do with 1? 1 times 1 is 1. So just put 1. So in the end, it is A is your 7b, B is your 1. So in this case, it becomes 7b plus 1 and 7b minus 1. And we are done. So this is using the third method. Okay, using the third method. He or she has his wish fulfilled. So lame. Okay, come. Which one? Plus 1. This one I use the third method. Over here, a squared minus b squared. So I write here. So this one is I use this method. A squared minus b squared is equals to a plus b and a minus b. So 49b squared is 7b times 7b. Okay. Then 1 times 1 is 1. So in the end, my b is 1. My a is 7b. So you see A plus B, A minus B. That's why it's 7B plus 1, 7B minus 1. See that? Good, good. Okay? So this is a very important factorization. Very important. Okay, now move on to the next one. This is commonly asked. Students see this. Okay? They say, hey, this one has something to do with A square minus B square. But the bad news is, they cannot square root 45, cannot square root the 320. Then they don't know what to do. Remember just now I tell you, every time when they ask you to factorize, always ask yourself the first question. Can you take out any common factor first? Can you take out any common factor? Okay, you can see that I can take out 5. Correct? So I'm going to take out 5. Then you will left with 9x squared 320 divided by 5 minus 64y squared. Okay, you see, I take out 5, I put it outside already. So this is a factorization question whereby you combine taking out common factor and the A square minus B square, which is very common. They like to combine 1 and 3. So over here, then what I want you to do is put square bracket this time. Something square minus something square. Because you already identified that it is A square minus B square. So you put bracket square minus bracket square. Then next analyze what times what give you 9x squared. So we know it's 3x. 3x times 3x give me 9x squared. 64y squared is 8y times 8y. So just put 8y here. Yes. So remember, this is very important. This is a very important question. Combining method 1 and method 3. Then you know this is A square minus B square already. So this one now become 5. 3x plus 8y. 3x minus 8y. Ta-da! We are done. Okay. So take out common factor, and then after that, A square minus B square. So the A square minus B square, it will be easier that you put the bracket square minus bracket square first. Okay, easier to see. Okay. Okay, some more question on factorization. Then we will start on logarithm. Yes. Okay. Okay, so now x square y minus 22xy plus 121y. Yes, always take out common factor first. Then after that, the remaining bracket, you ask yourself which other methods you can apply to factorize. Grouping terms, or is it A square minus B square, or is it cross method? Okay? Just VB. What I mean by ha? What thing ha? You say like we are very bad at factorization, then you ha again. I thought you learned something just now. Why ha again? So you understand or don't understand? You want to ask question, ask in a proper sentence. Don't study ha. I don't know you ha what. Okay, so now they ask me to factorize. So ask yourself, can I take out common factor? Is there any common factor I can take out for this question? I don't understand the third line just now. This part. Okay, so this one again, I'm using the from here to here. I'm actually using the A square minus B square. Yes, Minecraft, there's something you can take out. You can take out y. I'm using A square minus B square. So what I'm going to do is ask you. That's why I asked you all to put there's something square minus something square A, B. So 9x squared is your A square. Minus 64y squared is the minus B square. So put the bracket square minus bracket square. So you know that 3x times 3x give you 9x squared. 8y times 8y give you 64y squared. Right, just VB, correct? And that's why I know that it is A plus B, A minus B. My A is 3x, My b is 8y. See? Can? Okay, move on. Okay, come back to here. Just now someone say take out y, good. Take out y. So I will left with x squared minus 22x plus 121. So not necessary that common factor must be number. You can also take out alphabet if there is common among all the terms. Then left this bracket, apply what method? Cross method. So put the cross method here. So it's x squared plus 121 minus 22x. This one is x times x. 11 and 11. Because this is minus, so I know this is minus and minus. So this is minus 11x and this is minus 11x. So check. This is plus. Check and check. So this will be y. And since x minus 11, x minus 11 is the same, so I can just put x minus 11 squared. Done. Okay, so this is again combining, taking out common factor and cross method. Good. Okay, expansion and factorization is a very important topic that you must master. If not, you will suffer for all your secondary school. Okay, let's move on. 3x cubed minus 48x. Again, ask yourself, is there any common factor you can take out? Good. Okay, other than x, what else you can take out? More than x. 3 and 48. Is there any common number that you can take out? Yeah, so you take out 3x. So take out 3x, are left with x squared minus 16. So we take out 3x, take out 3x. Then look at the x squared minus 16. Again, this x squared minus 16 is using the a squared minus b squared. So we will write it as 3x something square minus something square. So we know this is x. 16 is 4 times 4, right? So put a 4 here. So you know this will be 3x, x plus 4 and x minus 4. Done. No, it's not 8. Will be 4 because it's 4 times 4 gives you 16, not 8 times 8. 8 times 8 would be 64. If this one is 64, then it will be, yes, x plus 8 plus x minus 8. But this is 16. So 16 is, you have to go and find out 16 square root. It's 4, because 4 times 4 is 16. Can? Piss me off. What topics you want to talk about? You say standard deviation, right? Okay, so let's move on. Okay, we're going to do the last. Wait, what's still got? Okay, I'm going to skip some question. Okay, this one, let's go quick, fast. I'm going to do logarithm already. Yes, cumulative frequency. Okay, understand. Can? Okay, so over here, take note, a plus 3b squared minus 2c plus d squared. This one, they ask you to factorize. Okay, so some students do the expansion first, then after they factorize using cross method. But if you notice, this is actually a squared minus b squared. It's just that your a is the a plus 3b. Your b is the 2c plus d. So actually this one can also use this a squared minus b squared equals to a plus b and a minus b. Okay? So over here, see, my a plus b a minus b. Okay, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. So you see, my a plus b A minus B. Then put the square bracket as the because this is round bracket because my A is an expression, so I need to use square bracket instead. Okay, so next, now let's simplify. So this will be A plus 3B plus 2C plus D. And then this will be A plus 3B minus 2C. Take note, see, this is subtraction, right? Minus 2C minus times plus, this is minus D. There's no like term. So in the end, this is how you factorize this question. Okay, let's move on. I have a grouping terms here. Okay, you see, this is actually grouping terms. But this is a special case. Why? Because usually grouping terms you group 2 by 2. This one, I'm going to group 3 by 1. So x squared minus 4xy plus 4y squared minus 1. So I'm going to group 3 by 1. Okay? So the first 3 terms, I'm going to use cross method to factorize. Okay. So over here, x squared plus 4y squared. Okay, kids. Okay. I only have one month. I can only teach one topic or whatever topics that I want to teach. So many students want different topics. There's no way I can teach all. Okay, so I will choose the topics and then after that I will just teach. Okay, if it's relevant to you, then you listen. If it's not relevant to you, then you don't listen. Or you go to my YouTube channel. Okay, so see here, it will be x times x. Over here, this one will be minus 4xy. So this will be 2y and 2y. And because this is minus, so this is minus and minus. So this is minus 2xy. This is minus 2xy. So come back to here. So this one is the first 3 terms. Okay. So it will be x minus 2y. Because this one is the same, so it will be square minus 1. Do you see that? And this is going to use a squared minus b squared. This is a tough question. Why? Because it actually used 3 things. Grouping terms, it grouped 3 by 1. Then it used cross method for the first 3 terms. And then after that, it's going to use a squared minus b squared. Okay? So, again, it's going to use this again. So, this 1, I can write it as 1 squared. So, it becomes a plus b, a minus b. Okay, a plus b, a minus b. Then, simplify it. It will be x minus 2y plus 1, x minus 2y minus 1. And we are done. Okay? So x minus 2y plus 1 and x minus 2y minus 1. So this is a tough question. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, factorize each of the following. So I'm going to write this as 4 minus 2d minus 12d squared. So this one, why do I put it here is because do you notice that your first term is negative number. So I'm going to rearrange. I write as minus 12d squared minus 2d plus 4. Okay. Take out common factor and take note. Always try to make your first term to be positive. So I'm going to take out negative 2. So take out negative 2. I will left with 6d squared plus d minus 2. Always check. Negative 2 times 6, negative 12. Negative 2 times 1, negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2, positive 4. Okay? So you see, I take out negative 2. I didn't just take out 2. Because I don't want my first term to be negative. So after that, this one, you will just do cross method. So it will be 6d squared minus 2 plus d. Okay? So let's factorize this. Let's see. I'm going to play cheat. Wait, give me a while. So I have 2d and 3d. 1 and 2. Okay, so you see 6D squared, the combination is 2D times 3D. Of course, you can also 6D times 1, but of course you have to play around. So this one, -1 times plus 2 give me -2. This side will be plus 4D. This side will be minus 3D. So when I add these, I get plus D. I multiply, I get this, and I get this. So Minecraft, you mentioned that whether is it last column always the same number? No, not necessary. So this is an example whereby it is not necessary to be always the same. So you got to just make sure that all 3 columns are satisfied. So now you will know that, oh, so this is actually minus 2, 2D minus 1, and 3D plus 2. Done. Okay. Next. Alamak, I fall until the question disappears. I fall until the question disappears. See here. Okay, so y plus 24yz minus 81yz squared. Also take note, algebra z always write a middle line. If not, it looks like a 2. So this one, what can I take out? Always ask yourself whether you can take out common factor. This is the second last question for factorization. I'm moving on to logarithm soon. Good. Take out y. Left with 1 plus 24z minus 81z squared. But kids, do you see that I have a minus 81z squared, which is very irritating? So usually what I do is I can just take out minus. If I take out minus y, this one become minus, this one become minus, and this one become plus. So to rewrite, it will be minus y 81z squared minus 24z minus 1. So then we will do the factorization for 81z squared minus 1 minus 24z. Okay, so again, I'm going to play cheat. Okay, don't learn this one first. Okay, so we have plus 3z and minus 27z. So you can check this is correct, and this is correct. So in the end, this is minus y bracket 3z minus 1, 27z plus 1. Done. Okay, why is it that I always don't want my first column to be negative? Because if I'm going to let my first column to be negative, there will be a lot of combination that is very confusing. So if you keep your first column to be positive, it's easier for you to go and find out what are the combinations to fulfill all the 3 columns. Understand? Okay, so let's move on to the last question for factorization. So actually this one I just put it here is because some students, when you see this, they ask you to factorize, then you don't know what to do. Okay, some students can give very last question for expansion and factorization. I'm going to go to the next segment, which is the logarithm. Okay, so this one is what you do is you have to expand first, then you can factorize. Okay, so it will be x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 12 minus 8. Simplify first. So it will be x squared minus x minus 20. Then you factorize it using cross method. So it will be x squared minus 20 minus x. This is just x, 5 and 4. And 1 minus, this one minus, this is plus. So this is plus 4x and this is minus 5x. Check, check, and check. So this is x plus 5 and x minus 5 and x plus 4. Done. So sometimes when you want to factorize, you have to expand first, simplify, then can factorize. Okay? Not necessary, that I must factorize straight away. Understand? So this is the last question for the factorization. I'm going to go to logarithm. Okay? Who is staying in for logarithm? I need to know. If no one is staying in for logarithm, then I don't need to teach already. Just now those few people never take attendance. Never come in. Ask me to go through. Yes bro never come in, right? Minecraft, I never see yes bro coming in. I also never see Tuan for arc length sector area. And this one? Farish, you are here. Good. Okay. Okay, so you are here. Good. No, Farish is also here. He's here for the logarithm. I don't know if it's a he or she. Okay. So I'm going to just do some questions on logarithm. Okay. I'm not going through step by step the rules because there's a lot of laws and rules. Okay. I'm going to just go through some common questions and then they will make use of the laws. Okay, give me a moment. Hi, okay, Farish is a she. Okay, bye. Okay, so come, let's do this few questions. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm now going to do logarithm. Okay, see here, 3 log x. Take note, this is cube root, it's not x cube. This is cube root y equals to 2 plus 2 log x minus log y. Okay, so this question say x and y are positive, then they want you to express in simplest form y in terms of x. They want you to make y the subject. Okay, so it looks like very tough. So actually a lot of times it's just make single logarithm. So let's take a look. Okay, power law tells me that the 3, I can bring it up. So it becomes log x cube root y and then 3. The 3 bring up become power. That's called power law. Okay? Now over here, I have 3 terms here. So I want to combine it into a single logarithm. So I need to change a bit first. So you need to know how to change number to logarithm. How? Look at the neighbor. Neighbor is LG. So I'm going to use LG. So LG you should know is base 10. So it will be log 10 2. Log 10 is 1. So I bring the 2 up. So each 2 whole should be changed to log 10 2. Okay? This number I can bring up become log x squared. Okay, this one no change. Okay? Then after that, let's simplify this part. X cubed, so it's just x cubed. This is cube root, right? Cube root to the power of 3 means it's just the inside, so it's y. Now I'm going to combine this. Just put a single log. Plus means it's multiply. Minus means become divide. So this become 100, 10 squared is 100, times x squared over y. You see that? 100x squared over y. 100 times x squared, because plus is multiply, minus is divide. So do you see that I make them into both sides single logarithm? Now I can remove the logarithm and you become x cubed y equals to 100x squared over y. So your task is to make y the subject. So I'm going to put over 1. Cross multiply, it becomes x cubed y squared equals to 100x squared. And I want to make y the subject. So y squared equals to 100x squared over x cubed. My x squared and x cubed can simplify. So y squared is equals to 100 over x. Cancel the x squared. Bottom still have one more x. So don't forget to square root. Okay? We can still further simplify, okay? Because 100 can square root ma. So it becomes y equals to 10 over square root x. And then for this one, because the denominator is just square root x, it's easier to it's easy to rationalize in this case. So I'm going to rationalize it. Times square root x over square root x over square root x over x. Done. Even if you want to leave your answer in this, it's also fine. It's also fine. Main thing is left hand side must be 1y and right hand side should not have y. That's all. Okay? So in this question, I have demonstrated using power law as well as changing number to logarithm as well as using the product and quotient, which is the plus is times, minus is divide. Okay, these are some common laws that you need to know for logarithm. Can, Faris? Okay. What thing certs? Oh yeah, also use certs. Correct. Okay, I also talk about rationalizing. Rationalizing over here. Okay. Actually, you all can always go to my YouTube channel and see my past videos. Sometimes inside got binomial, logarithm, got a lot of questions. Because last year, October, I went through many questions on O-level revision. So practically, I covered quite a lot of topics, questions already. It's all inside my YouTube channel. Please go to my bio, click on the second last button, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Okay, come this question, next question. Okay, given that P equals to blah blah blah, expressed in terms of P. Okay, so you see over here, P equals to log 8Q. This is P subject, correct? You must also learn to put Q as a subject. So you need to know how to change it to index form. So 8 push up. So it's actually 8 to the power of P is equals to Q. We don't know whether we will need it, but you must know how to make P the subject as well as Q the subject. So all I need to do is change it to index form. You understand? Change it to index form. Then after that, come back to here. So now let's see. Remember just now, okay, this one I'm going to write it bigger. Log 8, 1 over Q. So a lot of students don't know what to do with this. Remember just now I mentioned, when it's divide inside, you split it, it becomes minus. So actually this is log 8, 1 minus log 8Q. Because 1 over Q is 1 divided by Q. So I split it, it becomes minus. And you need to know a very important is whatever logarithm 1 give you 0. Okay, this is one of the property. So this is 0, understand? So this is 0. And log 8Q, it's P. So that means it's 0 minus P, and that's why it becomes just minus P. So in this question, I make use of the quotient. Divide change to minus, as well as this important. And logarithm 1 is 0. So just put 0 and then you get negative P. So we are not done yet. Okay, I need this for this part. Okay, now the bad news is this is base 2. They are asking for log 24Q. So this is base 2, but what we are given was only base 8. Then what do I do? Okay, easy. I can actually change this. Of course, students, I can change to base 2 to base 8, but it will be better that you change the 8 to base 2. Always change it to the smaller number. So I'm going to put it here. So P equals to log 8Q. Change this to base 2. Changing base, put fraction. This is log 2, log 2. Okay, I'm changing the log 8Q to base 2. Put the Q at the numerator, put the 8 at the denominator. So it will be P equals to log 2q over log 2, 2, 3. Okay, so in the end, the bottom become log 2q over 3. If I cross multiply, it is actually 3p equals to log 2q. You see that? You see, I have successfully changed the base 8 to base 2. So I don't have to worry now. So now what I need to do is I need to split. 4q means 4 times q. So I split it to become log 2 4 plus log 2q. Log 2 4 is easy. It is just log 2 2 square. And log 2q, it is 3p. So in the end, this is actually 2 whole. So it becomes 2 plus 3p. Done. So in this question, okay, I have shown you how to change your base. Change to any base that you want. Okay? And then I also use the product, whereby when it's product, split, it becomes plus. And then I also make use of the power law, bring down the 2, so it becomes a 2 whole. Can? So this is a typical question that they like to ask, and students always start at this kind of question. Okay, I'm going to do the one last logarithm question. So Faris, understand the logarithm question today? Sorry, itchy nose. Can, Faris? Okay, I'm going to write out the question first. Okay, see, this is log 27. Okay, I'm not going to rewrite this one. So, kids, see here, this is times 3, correct? So, I'm going to bring this. Sometimes you may ask me, this 3, can I bring it up as a power? Yes, you can, but it is, you see, look at this one. You put the 3 here, it becomes a cube. It is not helpful. You're only making the square bracket become more complex. Agree? So in this situation, I will bring the 3 over to the right hand side. So it becomes minus 1 divided by 3. So it becomes minus 1/3. Okay? So this one, it's I lazy to write. So you all know. This one is just this one. So what I did was I just bring the 3 over to the other side. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change to index form. So now you see, push up. So it's actually 27 to the power of minus 1/3 equals to the square bracket. Okay, if you want to put the, okay, no need to put the square already. See, I just changed to index form. So now, of course, this one, 27 to the power of minus 1/3, you can press the calculator, and that will give you 1/3. So now this right hand side become 1/3. Then do you notice that this is both base 1000 and then it is minus, so you can combine, so it becomes log 1000 x squared plus 9 over x. See, it's getting simpler and simpler. Then after that, I change index form again, push up. So now it is 1000 to the power of 1/3 is equals to x squared plus 9 over x. And 1/3 is actually cube root. So cube root 1000 is 10. So now you have x squared plus 9 over x equals to 10 over 1. Now, even simpler. Cross multiply, you have x squared plus 9 equals to 10x. Oops, no space. I'm going to write here. So this is just quadratic equation. So it is just x squared minus 10x plus 9 equals to 0. Factorize, factorize. So I have x minus 9, x minus 1. X minus 9 equals to 0, or x minus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to 9, x equals to 1. Okay, so what did I do for here? I keep changing to index form. Do you notice I changed index form 3 times? First time, I bring the 3 over first. I divide by 3. Then I push up 27 to the power of minus 1/3 one time. Then after that, I push up again. I think I changed 2 times already. Then after that, 1000 to the power of 1/3 is cube root, so it's just 10. And then it becomes just an equation. And you just solve. Done. Okay? Good. We are quite on the dot. I left the last question, which is the arc length sector area, but I'm not so sure whether anyone is here listening for arc length and sector area. I'm just doing one. Okay, let me see a show of hand. Okay, who wants to listen to this one question for arc length sector area? Okay, if not, then I will not talk about it today. And I will just skip this. So I have talked about expansion, factorization, and logarithm today. Oh. Okay, still got people. Okay. Can? Okay, in that case, then I'm going to talk about arc length sector area. Okay? You are too quiet already, so I don't know whether anyone is listening. Okay, before I start on this question, let me just go through the formula for arc length and sector area. Okay? So this question, Faris, so far your logarithm okay? Are these questions enough for you? Because remember I said I might have part 1 and part 2. But I find that these few questions actually already show few properties already. So good, Okay, good. Hope you master the logarithm now. Okay, let's talk about some formula. Okay, that formula is using the degree. Okay, but arc length sector area, actually the easiest way is to use the radian one. If the angle given to you is in radian, okay, and then you can just use the radian formula, which is faster. You understand? So now I'm going to talk about radian and degree, which is something that a lot of students hate it, and that's why they always skip arc length and sector area. But it's actually a very easy thing. Okay, so now let's talk about angle. Explain about angle. Listen here. So I ask you, let's say we talk about height. Height, we have meter, we have a cm. I can say I am 1.56 meter. I also can say that I'm 156 cm. Both of the same value, is just different unit, correct? So angle, you always know that you have degree. 30 degree, 40 degree, 50 degree, 60, you are used to it. Then after that, you come out a radian. So radian is just another unit. You understand? It's just another unit. But it also is still referring to angle. So let's say for example, degree. 360 degree equivalent radian is equals to 2 pi radian. Okay? 180 degree equivalent is pi radian. 90 degree is equivalent to pi over 2 radian. Okay, 45 is equals to pi over 4 radian. 30 degree is just pi over 6 radian. Okay, then the next thing is, it's just the different unit. In terms of degree, 360 degree is 2 pi radian. Radian is just a unit. Of course, in Sec 1, how are you going to understand this one? Okay, this one is learned in Sec 3, arc length and sector area. Okay, so now the next thing is, you need to know how to convert between degree and radian. So let's say, for example, if I have 46 degree. Okay, I want to change to radian. Okay, I'm going to do 46 multiplied by pi over 180. Remember, when you want to convert to radian, you multiply by pi over 180 degree. Then, of course, leave it to the calculator. So, it will be 46 times pi over 180. Okay, and that will give us, put decimal, 0.80285 radian. Okay? Yes, if the question gives you the unit as radian, you use the radian formula. When it's degree, you use the degree law. Okay? So, likewise, if today I give you this is this direction, okay, this direction now. So now if I'm going to tell you I have 1.23 radian, okay, I want to convert this to degree. So what you do is you take 1.23 times, put the 180 at the numerator and then the pi now at the bottom. So you can see that when I want to change to radian, pi is at the top. When I want to change to degree, 180 is at the top. Press calculator, 1.23 multiplied by 180 over pi. Press calculator, so it's equivalent to 70.47 degree. Okay, so this is how you convert between degree and radian, understand? So next is the two set of formula regarding arc length and, you can use the other side, sector area. So if I have something like this, make it easy, this is 7, this is 7. Okay, if I give you, this is 46 degree. Okay, this is equivalent to 0.80285 radian. It's the same thing, it's the same thing. It's just that one angle is given in degree, one angle is given in radian. Okay, so let's say I want to find arc length. Arc length is only the arc, is referring to only the red color one, Arc length is only the arc, If they want parameter, then you plus 7 plus 7. If they only want arc length, is only the red color one, So if I'm going to use 46 degree to do it, I will use 46 degree out of 360 degree multiply, because it's arc length, so I multiply it by pi diameter. Pi diameter is the circumference of a full circle, understand? Then of course I just press, so it's 46 out of 360 multiplied by pi 14. Radius is 7, so diameter of course is just 7 times 2. So I'll put 46 out of 360 multiplied by 14 pi. And I will get 5.6199, round off to 3SF, 5.62 cm. Okay, I have demonstrated using degree to find the arc length. So now, let's say I'm given the same thing, but my angle is given in radian. So let's show you how fast this is. So same thing, I want to find arc length. So arc length formula is given during exam. It's on the first page. Arc length is r theta. The only condition is the theta, which is the angle, must be radian unit. So this is just 7 multiplied by 0.80285. 7 times 0.80285. And I get 5.6199, round off 5.62 cm. Do you see how fast is this? I don't have to write so much. This one I still have to write theta over 360 times pi d. This one I just do r theta, 7 times the degree. Sorry, 7 times the radian. Full stop. Done. You see? It's the same. Okay. Yes. Good question. Okay. So student asks, do I have to be in the radian mode or degree mode? Okay. Normal calculation, you don't need to be in degree or radian mode. It doesn't matter at all. The only time it matters is when you are using trigo, sine, cosine, and tangent. Because, you see, let me ask you a question. Let me change to degree first. Okay, you see, if I'm going to key sine 60 degree, do you notice that I key in 60. Did I key in the degree? Inside, I cannot key in degree, right? So how do the calculator know that your 60 given to me is 60 degree or is it 60 radian? So then you need to tell the calculator, oh, this 60 is degree hor, is degree hor. Then you have to be in degree mode. Then calculator will calculate sine 60 degree. You understand? So then after that, if let's say my radian is my angle is 0.8, again same thing. If I key in sine 0.80285, but my 0.80285 this angle it is radian, it is not degree, but I'm in degree mode. So calculator don't know and say that, oh, you give me 0.80825 is degree. Then they work in terms of degree, and then it's wrong because my angle given to them is actually radian. And then in this case, you will have to be in radian mode. Then the calculator will know, oh, the number that you punch into me 0.8, it is radian. Then they will calculate sine 0.8 radian and then equal. You understand? So radian and degree only matters when you need to use the sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay, normal calculation like this and even this r theta, no need. The only condition is this angle must be radian unit, that's all. Okay, then you don't have to worry that, oh, I go to radian mode then I forget to come back to degree mode then will it affect my whole math paper? It will not affect at all. The only time it affects is when you are doing your sine, cosine, and tangent, understand? So no need to panic. Okay, so now the sector area. So now we're going to talk about sector area. So same thing, sector area, if I'm going to use the degree one, it will be 46 degree out of 360. No problem. I hope you understand about radian and degree. So then you all will not panic when you all use degree and radian. This one is, because I'm going to find area, so it is multiplied by pi r squared. Pi r squared. Okay, so this will just be 46 out of 360 multiplied by pi 7 squared. So press the calculator, of course. 46 out of 360 multiplied by pi 7 squared. So I will have 19.669, round it off to 3SF, 19.7 cm squared. Area. Okay, so this is sector area. So I'm going to use the radian formula. Sector area radian formula is just, which is given, half r square theta. That's all. And the only condition, same thing, this angle given must be in radian. So this one, the formula is just half 7 square times 0.80285. So you see the wonder, 0.5, 7 square, 0.80285. And I get 19.669. Round off, 19.7 cm square. You see? Do you see that? So, when you are given radian for the angle, no need to panic, just apply. Whoa, so easy. Okay? Okay? Okay, now let's move on to the question. Okay, over here. This one will use a little bit of the properties of circle. So this one, first question. Okay, so my angle EOF is given 5 pi over 12 radian. This is the angle over here, this one. So they are asking you to find the angle for ACB here, ACB. Okay, ACB. So this is actually using properties of circle. Angle at center is double the angle of the at the circumference. How do I know that this is so-called circumference? Because they tell me that this one is midpoint. So if this is 4 cm, this is the center, and this is the diameter, it means that actually the full, this can be a full circle. This is a full circle. It's just that they never complete it, you understand? They never complete it, they never complete it. So if this is 2 times, so this one is just divide by 2. So actually all I need to do is just 5 pi over 12 times half. Times half and divide by 2 is the same thing. So it is equals to 5 pi over 24 radian. That's all. That's why it's only 1 mark. Okay, next they ask to find the length of the arc ADB. Let's take a look. Arc ADB is over here. Okay, and just now we know this angle, which is 5 pi over 24. So 5 pi over 24 radian. Now easy. We already learned r theta, right? Arc length. So arc ADB is just r theta. And for this, look at the big one. The radius is 8. So I just need to 8 multiplied by 5 pi over 24. And you will get 5 pi over 3. And you are done. 1 mark. Okay. So imagine if let's say you don't want to use radian, then you want to use the degree. Then they give you radian, then how? You cry, lor. And actually the steps is so easy. You see what I did? I just do r times theta. Oh, answer already. I don't even have to panic anything. Correct now? Okay. Next, area of sector CAB. So come back to here. So CAB, same thing. I just use the half r squared theta. So it will be half r squared, which is 8 squared, theta, which is the 5 pi over 24. Okay, and I will get, wait now I did already. Press the calculator, you will get 20 pi over 3, or you want to put in decimal also can, because my calculator will give pi. Hello, yes, I'm busy. Okay, so 20 pi over 3. Why you demand me to say hello? Okay, so you want to put as decimal also can. So even if you put as 20.943, then round it off to 3SF, 20.9 cm square also can. Okay, put in terms of pi also can. Okay, so this is for this one, 1 mark only. You see what I did was I just used half r squared theta. Half r squared theta. Okay, let's move on. Next is they're asking to find the, where's my picture? Thank you. Okay, find the area of the shaded region. And so this is the last part. Okay, kids, 3 marks. 3 marks. So they ask you to find the area of the shaded over here. To take, but it is not because this is not a part of a circle. This is not a circle with center C. The white color is not part of a circle, this part. So this question is you need to find the area of this triangle COF. Okay, and then you need to find area of this sector minus from this big one, then you will get the area of the shaded. Sure, how to find area of trapezium. Okay, this question got nothing to do with trapezium, but I'm just going to say trapezium formula is half times a plus b times height. Half times a plus b times height. The a plus b is the parallel sides. Okay, so now let's take a look. This one is 4, 4. This is because this is 8 and this is equal, so this is also 4. Okay, so you need to find out what is this angle over here first. So over here, I'm going to write here. So see here, I'm going to write area of triangle COF. I'm going to use the half AB sine C. This is the part whereby you see sine C, right? Later the angle I'm going to key in radian. Then yes, you have to make sure you are in the radian mode. Then you will get the correct answer. So now is, I know this is half times 4 times 4. 4 times 4. But what is the angle over here? What is the angle over here? So this angle over here, I can do you see this is 2 pi, 360? I can put sine bracket 2 pi minus 2 pi minus 5 pi over 2. Okay, and then don't forget I need to, this one I need to put divide by 2. Because 2 pi minus this is equal to this 2. Divide by 2, I will get 1. Understand? So, of course, I'm not going to just key into a calculator. Make sure you're in radian mode. Okay, I'll start here. Must be in radian mode. Okay, because this is radian. Then when you punch calculator, of course previously I already punched already. Alamak, where's my answer? Wait and I will get 4.87009. Okay, next I'm going to find my Next, I need to find this sector over here. Okay, so this is area, sector, area, OEF, half r square theta. So it will be half 4 square 5 pi over 12. And again, you press the calculator. This one doesn't matter whether in radian or degree mode. But just now we were in radian mode. You forget to change back also doesn't matter. It will not affect anything. So it will be 10.4719. So now we are ready to find the area of the shaded. So area of shaded will be equals to, I'm going to use the big one, which just now we already have it. So it's 20 pi over 3 minus, the big one minus this. So it's minus 10.4719 minus 2 of the triangle. So remember to put 2 of the triangle. Again, press the calculator and you will get 0.73187 and round it off to 3SF, 0.732. Sorry, they want 2SF, 2SF, sorry. So it's 73. And we are done. cm square, put here 2SF. Okay, so this question become easy after you understand using the radian formula. Okay, so that's all for today.